Spain really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Now it's Gavi. Now it's Oyarzabal.
Ferran Torres.
Just past the 40th minute mark. Rodri. And here's Ferran Torres.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Fernandez. And it's Gavi.
Fabian Ruiz
Receives it in a good position here. Now there's a fine ball. And here's a real chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This possibly the last play of the half. Pedri with the short one. This looks promising. And the shot! And the ball's come loose here. And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Reflections on the first half?
Spain definitely happy with the way they've gone about things in the first half. Could they have turned more of their chances into goals? They can't let that be their regret now.
Spain are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Spain leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Nicely spread. It's a pretty loose pass. Foot in. Fabian Ruiz. Fernandez. Now it's Martinez. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Martinez. And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, cracking ball. Gives it back. And here's Oyarzabal. Can he finish? That is brilliant from Mikel Oyarzabal. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
And now he has 2. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And here's the ball. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, she tries a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. And one more try! And it's in! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
De Argentina. Marcó en el minuto 57 el dorsal 20.
Argentina cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
McAllister. Laporte gets across and deals with it. Mikel Oyarzabal is being harried and hassled.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
He's having a hit! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Spain now in a position far more desirable.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And the shot! Oh, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Well taken goal. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Llorente. Now it's Ferran Torres. Here's Rodri. Pedri. And it's Ruiz. Here's Rodri. And it's Pedri. It's a promising position. It's Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. And he's running through. And he's there to retrieve it. And here's Gavi. He's had a shot! Nearly, but not quite.
Gavi really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
He's gone forward, and he was quick to react. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Oyarzabal. And here's Ferran Torres. Played back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Al Kubasi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pedri. And it's Ruiz. He's had it taken off him. Almada. Now Martinez. And this is Messi. That's a good ball out wide. De Paul. It's come to nothing. Llorente is there to clear. McAllister. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Rodri. And it's Gavi.
Spain can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
He's got away. Knocks it into space. Martinez is flagged offside. Argentina can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Very much into the last knockings.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Pedri. Gavi. Cucurella. Now it's Gavi. And here's Ruiz. And that was nowhere near his best. McAllister. And it's Fernandez. Now Martinez. Shifted it to the flank. And the referee brings it to a close. Spain have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Mikel Oyarzabal, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
We are just getting started. Llorente does really well to win the ball there. And here's Ferran Torres. Pedri. De Paul. Now it's Messi. And here's Oyarzabal. And it's Ruiz. And here's Ferran Torres. And here's Llorente. So, Jim, tell me this. Jabeer Ruiz! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Very good finish, but that backline could have dealt with it an awful lot better. I'm not sure what their plan was, but it's not coming off.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Gavi. Now this could be a chance. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Romero. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Romero. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Martinez. Now it's Oyarzabal. He's on it, can he get away? Fabian Ruiz. De Paul. And it's McAllister. Now it's Oyarzabal. De Paul. Foot in. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Now it's Oyarzabal. And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, good spread. Ferran Torres. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Martinez. Oyarzabal is onto this. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Oyarzabal. There's the shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Spain with the corner, they're first. It's gone out for a throw-in. Almada. McAllister. Martinez. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And here's Ferran Torres. And here's Oyarzabal. This might spell danger. And the shot! Same again, same outcome. Fernandez. Now Romero. McAllister. Montiel ventures forward. Now it's Messi. Played out towards the right wing. He's onside. Plays it in low. And they've got rid. Pedri gets a foot in here. Now it's Oyarzabal. And here's Ferran Torres. He's in a great position here. Chance, surely! More pressure on the opposition goal. Llorente does well to get it back. Fernandez. Now it's Martinez.
Spain really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Now it's Oyarzabal. And he skips past his man. And it's Ruiz. Llorente. Pedri. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Fernandez. Almada. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Messi. And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Spain up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Spain can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Spain definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And it's made its way to him. Oyarzabal goes back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Fabian Ruiz. Fernandez. Now it's Messi. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's to Paul. Out of play for a throw. Kubasi. Rodri. Fabian Ruiz, looking understandably energised after his goal. And it's Gavi. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal has got himself a free kick. Oyarzabal ready to try one. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. That's a corner kick. Corner number 2 then. Martinez tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Built as the single goal between the sides. Pedri. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? And no mistake. And this is getting better and better. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Argentina really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Spain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
So we've reached the hour mark. De Paul, and it's Messi. Now it's Messi. Now it's Oyarzabal. Ferran Torres receives it in a good position here. Fernandez. Now it's Messi. Cucurella. Now it's Gavi. Well, there's the clearance. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. De Paul. And Fernandez. Spread out to the left. Almada has it out wide and in space. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Laporte. Montiel gets over and intercepts. Tries to play it through. And he's got away from it. And Martinez! Fantastic from Martinez! He's got himself an absolute peach.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Argentina can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Cambio de jugadores.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Kubasi. Spain are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. And it's Ruiz. Rodri. Turns back here, probably the best option. And Laporte. And it's Cucurella. Pedri. Now it's Gavi. Now it's Oyarzabal. Distributed tidily. Now it's Ferran Torres.
Spain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Almada. It's a good foot in there. And here's Ferran Torres. Tagliafico. And here's Ferran Torres. And it's Pedri. Oh, what a ball! And he's straight offside.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Argentina have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Looks like he's been given offside again here. Yes, he has. Romero. Spain close now to seeing this one through to the end. Now it's Martinez. Well, now he can run away with it. That's destined for the flank. Gonzalez crosses it in. Pau Kubasi is there and he can get that clear.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Oyarzabal. Rodri has created one goal already. The final seconds now. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Mikel Oyarzabal claiming the man of the match.
New notification. Microphone muted. Control center for eFootball. Control Center for Mohammed eFootball. PS5 eFootball. PS5. Fortnite. Home for Mohammed Jabeer. Button. Press cross. Fortnite. New notification. Microphone unmuted. New notification. Microphone muted. New notification. Microphone unmuted. Microphone muted. New notification. Microphone unmuted.
Watching the horizon. So eager to be consumed by the void.
PS5. Fortnite. Home for Mohammed Jabeer. Welcome. Home for Mohammed Jabeer. PS5. Welcome. PlayStation Store. Top. What's new games for you? Pre-order. Expand your games. Free to play. eFoot, Roblox, Apex World of War, World of Tanks, Asphalt Tom Clank, WoW, Ho, Z, Rock, The Sim, Over, The First, PUBG, Battlegrounds. Latest. PlayStation Store. Home for Mohammed Jabeer. Button. Press cross to select. Horizontal list 2 of 10. L1 button or R1 button switch homes. For more content, press the down button.